This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium Free Talk. This Infinium Free Talk is entitled Some Random Thoughts. Now, my brothers, um, you'll just have to kind of forgive me because I'm in a kind of a bad mood today, but I'm going to just discuss with you a few of my thoughts, a few of my understandings of what is going on right now. But um, I was looking at various sites like CGA, Better Bachelor, One Fast Stack, all those sites, and great content. But the thing is, the central theme that I have, my brothers, is if any of you are wavering about dating or marriage or cohabitating with a woman, right up front, my brothers, don't do it. Just don't do it. The main thing that you should do, my brothers, is to put yourself first and put yourself in a position where you won't have the things that I'm about to discuss if you happen to you. Number one, Chris Knott. He is most famous for being Mr. Big in the Six in the City series. I guess the original series, and then I guess the reboot that they did recently. And he's also been on Law and Order, Criminal Intent, and a few other series. He's a pretty good character actor, but he is now being Me Too. And it is the same scenario where years ago he quote unquote did something. She said no. He pushed beyond the no, and he did such and such and this and that, and oh my God. And for whatever reason, these women, some ranging on 10 years, 10 to 15 years ago, are coming forward and saying that he is guilty of doing things to them. So we have the ongoing Me Too situation that's happening. I was looking at One Fast Stack's site, and again, my brother, he has some excellent content. And he had, in particular, a woman who was going after her ex 50 years down the road for child support. And apparently, I believe she lives in California. So apparently, it's not funny, but there is no statute of limitations. And this woman got $150,000 out of this guy, her ex, 50 years down the road. And moving on, I was looking at a Casual Bachelor's site, and he had a womanist on there named Laura, I believe, and she delved into the manosphere under the guise of a dude named Alex or something like that. And of course, now she's all over the internet, all over YouTube, that MGTOW men are horrific people. They're horrific men. They're wanting to destroy women, all that type of thing, blah, blah, blah. All this is going on, my brothers. And of course, they're the things I've been citing in my content. I'm sorry about that, my brothers. That's Bruce Lee taking somebody out. But anyway, I've cited in my content all types of issues and things that are going on. And of course, again, in every avenue, in every type of thing, it is the fault of men. So, getting back to what I was saying, my brothers, it is up to you to look at these things with your critical mind, and really do what needs to be done. And what needs to be done is, again, holding the line, consuming red pills, and embracing the MGTOW philosophy. My brothers, again, we as men are seen as nothing more than slaves to the feminist plantation state. And that is no matter how old we are, how young we are mere slaves. And again, for a woman, for instance, to go 50 years down the road and get child support out of a man, which, in my opinion, there should have been a statute of limitation, because, again, in my opinion, she's probably doing that because she mismanaged her finances. So again, why did she not go after this guy originally? Because the laws back then were just about as tough on men as they are now. They granted they may be tougher now, but why did she not go and get what was granted to her, so to speak, back then? Why did she not do that? So again, we have all these issues that are out there, all these things are being said to us, shown to us, taught, all types of things, my brothers. And then we have the women that are out there crying and begging for men to come back to them. But my brothers, again, all these things that are happening, all the issues, the types of things that are being done to us, how we're being slandered in certain ways, we're being censored. For instance, I cannot put a content out on my own channel without having it being zapped. So again, we are censored, we are slandered, we are told that the only way for us to exist in the feminist plantation state is to be slaves. So again, when we know that consumption of red pills and embracement of the MGTOW philosophy is something that can free us, something that can help us to think clearly, help us to get on a pathway which takes us to freedom, and we see that there is all types of opposition, all types of criticism and shaming. My brothers, again, these are the times where you have to close your ears off to these types of things, whether it's a family member, whether it's a simp telling you, whether it's some woman out on YouTube who's gotten into the manosphere, and for the only purpose to cause shaming and criticism of men who are trying to seek their freedom, trying to live their lives in peace and in freedom. The only thing that you can do, my brothers, is to close your ears to that and do what you need to do. Now, again, the thing that really boggles my imagination is how far these women are willing to push things, how far, even in light that these things that they're doing, because of the internet, because of the worldwide presence of the internet, they can be seen all over the world. Anybody and everybody can know who they are and what they are. And it just amazes me, my brothers, how far they are willing to push these things, and how much they expect men to bow down to them, to come back and be entrapped into their Venus flytraps. But again, my brothers, the only thing that you can do in this day and age is to put yourself first, put what you know is necessary and needful to you first, and walk down the road to freedom on a pathway that takes you to freedom, in freedom and in peace. That's the only way, my brother. My brothers. There is no unicorn. There is no woman out there that will satisfy you. If you are in a westernized society, there is no woman out there. I can tell you that myself. And again, even with the swirl option that they're pushing out right now, the feminist expectation state is pushing right now, it's not good for you, my brothers. What's good for you is to go and do what you need to do in freedom and in peace. We as content producers, Red Pill and MGTOW content producers, have always said that the only possible way for things to change is to have fairness and equity in the laws, where men cannot be divorce raped. For instance, the woman that was out on Dak's site, that video that he had, that should have a statute of limitation. That should not be 50 years down the road. It should have a statute of limitations on it. Because I can guarantee you, if it was reversed, if the shoe was on the other foot, there would be all types of protests. There would be women out there screaming and yelling that these laws need to be changed. So again, the only possible way, is when there is fairness and equity in the laws of the lands, where men are not run over like this. But even still, my brothers, there is a contingent of men who will never come back, because they know that's the best thing to do. It is best for them to keep on going and not look back. But anyway, my MGTOW brothers, any comments, suggestions, or thoughts, put them down in the comment section. And as always, this is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium Free Talk. My MGTOW brothers, as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW road, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.